the release of Andor Season 2 has put Rogue One back into the spotlight, following Cassian Andor's experiences in the years before the film. Back in 2016, LEGO released a wave of Rogue One sets, which includes a lot of new minifigures. Today, I'm going to be ranking every LEGO Rogue One minifigure ever made. Before we start, I have a few rules and pointers that I want to share. First, I'm using Brickset to decide which figures count as ones from Rogue One, so if you feel I missed out on any, let me know in the comments below. Second, this list is all my opinion. Let me know what your favorite figure is down below. Finally, I will not be including any figures from the Andor series in this video, but as a separate short instead, so check that out afterwards. Let's get right into the ranking now. Lastly, we have R3-M2. This astromech has some nice dark red and gold printing on the body, also including a transparent gray head. The dark brown printing on the head blends in with the transparency though, making this figure look a bit too dark. It's an interesting astromech figure, but there are way better ones coming up. Next, R3-S1 has a similar design to the last droid, but instead it has a gray body with some silver highlights. It also has the same transparent head, but the orange printing pops a bit more and makes it the better of the two astromechs. The ATST driver comes in after the astromechs, being a basic Imperial officer figure. It has some nice printing on the torso and legs, and I do love the goggles print on the helmet. He also has some good facial expressions, but it's just a bit too uninteresting of a figure to rank any higher. In 34th, we have the Y-Wing pilot. The dark blue jumpsuit stands out on this figure, and it has a very detailed printing for the pilot outfit. The figure's expressions are fun, with a cheeky smile on one side and a scared face on the other, seemingly about to be blown up. The helmet is just a regular Rebel one with the rebellion symbol and some other small printing on it. Coming in next, this pilot figure may look identical to the last one, but there is one small difference: the helmet. It has a cool checkered flag design, which I think makes this pilot figure a little better than the last one. Another pilot is here, but this time he has a name: Anton Merrick. He has the same torso and leg printing as the previous pilots, but he now has an exclusive face along with a hairpiece. I do like his mustache and corny smile, but this figure does not do too much to be different from the other pilots we've just seen. We have another Imperial now with the ground crew figure. I like his chest plate with the small red and blue button details, along with his black cargo pants. The best part of this figure is definitely the new molded helmet. It has a unique design that we haven't seen since. Makes him stand out from other similar figures like the Imperial Gunner. In the end though, he still is another basic Imperial crew member. Jyn Erso steals the design from the previous figure with the version of her in the ground crew uniform. It is the same as the last figure, but with Jyn Erso's head underneath to show her in disguise. It also includes a swappable hairpiece when you take the helmet off. It gets bonus points due to it being a more recognizable character. Starting off our batch of Rebel figures is Corporal Rostock. His brown and tan outfit isn't very appealing to me, includes a dark tan version of the Hoth helmet. His face has an orange beard print, and is a good figure to army build with, very basic however, and lackluster. Arvik Capel has a similar design to Rostock, but I like his color scheme better. I like how the dark gray and tan contrast each other, and it's cool to get that Hoth helmet in gray. The face and torso also have some great printing, but it's still another basic figure like Rostock. Next up is Private Bastarine, another Rebel. He has some great torso and leg printing, along with an excellent facial expression. I do like his helmet piece with the silver strip that pops out and makes him distinctive from other Rebels. However, like the other two, he still isn't too interesting of a character. At the 26th spot is Lieutenant Selpha. Having the same torso print as the previous figure, along with a basic leg piece and head piece, there isn't much that makes him stand out besides his helmet. I really love the unique design of it, as we haven't seen it elsewhere besides Rogue One, and the nougat and silver colors contrast well. Corporal Tonk is next, looking extremely similar to Selpha. However, I feel the outfit chosen for Tonk is a little more appealing to Selpha, which puts him above. Escrow Kasrich comes in next with a distinctive design compared to other Rebels. I love the color combination of the olive green and dark tan, especially with the exceptional detailing. He does include a default face, but I love that helmet piece as it makes him stand out from other basic Rebel soldiers. Ending the run of figures with the nougat and gray helmet piece is Private Calfor. I just like his torso design a little bit better than the other two with the same helmet piece, and the gray legs, although being reused, works well with this design. The headpiece is the same as Escrow, but I think the combination of pieces creates a well-rounded Rebel design. Terminating the streak of Rebels for now is the U-Wing pilot from the Microfighter set. He has a unique torso and leg print compared to the other pilot figures from Rogue One, with a more pronounced dark tan coloring. His face is the same as a previous Rebel figure, but what really stands out is his helmet piece. I really love his shaping and how the visor goes over the eyes, and it makes it one of the best Rogue One Blue Squadron minifigures. While he does appear in other films, Bail Organa does prominently feature in Rogue One, so the brick set counts him as part of this movie's lineup of figures. I enjoy his olive green cape and torso design, and the face print looks exactly like Bail in the movies. Again, this figure suffers from a lack of leg printing, but his notoriety does bump him up a little higher on this list. The main character of Rogue One appears next on the list, with Jyn Erso from the U-Wing. I love the cloth piece that they include, and the torso has some standout printing. The helmet is a unique mold that we haven't seen on any other Rebel characters, but the issues with the figure are the legs, as like Bail, they don't have any leg printing. The face is also a bit lackluster as well, but it takes a 20th spot due to it being a more notable character in the film. An odd figure is next on this list with Back to Vader. Depicting the villain as he heals in his castle, it has a great torso printing showing his scars and mechanics. He also has metallic legs and arms, which show his replaced limbs after they were severed in his fight on Mustafar. The head depicts him asleep with a breathing apparatus, and this figure is such different from other versions of Lego Vader, while also having a great design that makes him stand out from a normal minifigure. Another member of the Rogue One squadron is next with pilot Bodhi Rook. I like his vest design along with his brick built backpack. The hairpiece works well, but the part I like most is definitely the face. The side with the goggles looks really goofy, but the expression without it captures the actor's face well. This figure would have benefited from leg printing, but is a cool one to have in the collection. Director Orson Krennic, leader of Project Stardust, slides his way into the 17th spot. His white ISB uniform is translated perfectly into Lego, including the details of his rank badge and code cylinders. His white cape is unique, and they capture the menacing look of Krennic with his evil facial expressions. Besides the lack of leg printing, Lego Krennic is definitely a great minifigure. Number 16 brings us back to the Empire with the hover tank pilot. The armor printing looks great on the figure, with dirt smudges to show how it's been worn over time. I love the leg printing as well, but they could have used some dual molding for the black and white. The superior part of this figure is the helmet, capturing the design of the trooper in the film well, and also having excellent shaping. It is definitely one of the better and trooper Imperial figures that Lego has made. No, it's not Akbar, it's Admiral Raddus, which takes the 15th spot. This Mon Calamari figure has a great outfit design, being the dark blue outfit seen on other Blue Squadron figures. I love the details of his breastplate and belt, but the best part of the figure is definitely the head. Being the same design as the Admiral Akbar figures, I love the great dark gray, dark tan, and gray coloring all coming together on the figure well, and the eyes and other printed details look great. It's just a satisfying figure to look at, along with being a niche character made into a figure. The figure up next is a menacing one, as is the Death Trooper. This intimidating figure has very detailed and thorough printing for the black armor, and the helmet just goes above and beyond. Its shaping matches perfectly to what we see in the movie, and it has great detailing that helps elevate this figure to being a standout Imperial Trooper to collect. Lego was able to capture this character's menacing aura almost perfectly, but it was topped by the Specialist/Commander version of the figure, which appeared in Krennic's shuttle. It uses the same helmet as the previous figure, but it has a different torso and leg print, showing a lot more details of belts and straps than the last. The best part of this version of the Death Trooper is the cloth pauldron, making up for the emptiness felt on the last figure and making this version of the Death Trooper look even more frightening and dominant. Cassian Andor, who's getting a lot of fame recently through the release of his Andor show, comes in at the 12th spot. This version specifically is the blue outfit that we see him in at the start of Rogue One. His minifigure's outfit has plenty of details showing his blue trench coat along with belts and equipment. Face captured Diego Luna's look well with the stubble and mustache, although the skin color is not entirely accurate. Besides being uplifted and explored more through his show, which is one reason this figure is so high up on my list, This version of Andor looks clean, but it becomes one-off by the second version of him and his brown-off outfit seen at the end of the movie on Scarif. This outfit is definitely a little more iconic and looks more visually appealing. They captured his brown jacket well, along with some nice printing on the legs. It does use the same face as the other Andor figure, but it was still one of the best Andor figures until LEGO remade him in more modern times with the release of the Andor TV series. Faze Malbus starts out the top 10, being a very detailed figure. LEGO captured the machinery of his weapons and all the attachments he had well, with tons of small prints on his legs and torso. They also included a huge backpack, which perfectly depicts the massive gun he carries around in the movie. The face is also great, with great printing for the beard and his scar, while also looking like the actor who portrays him in the film. LEGO definitely did Malbus justice with his minifigure version. The friend of Blaze, Chirrut Imwe, comes in at the next spot. He's a very unique figure with no pupils and just plain white eyes to depict his blindness that we see in the film. His torso also has some great detail with contrasting white and black colors. I do like the brick boat weapon he comes with. I really admire the cloth piece for his skirt, which has a nice red and black pattern and gives this Force user minifigure some well needed depth. One of the goofiest Rebel figures of all time, Biston, is placed at number 8. He has an eccentric olive green outfit with great printing illustrating all the features of his jumpsuit. The head mold is definitely what stands out most, perfectly capturing the monkey-like creature that he is, while also having immaculate printing for all the hair and facial features. Definitely a distinct Rebel figure to have in a LEGO Star Wars collection. Back to the Imperial Troopers, the 7th spot is home to the Shore Trooper. This is a very unique Imperial Trooper design, being all tan instead of all white. The armor design is captured perfectly, and I love the splash of brown on the legs. However, the helmet piece used for the Shore Trooper is amazing. Its shaping is captured well, and I love the detailed printing for the visor and breathing apparatus, along with the little red dot on the head. Definitely one of the coolest Imperial troops the army build with. Next, we have another Shore Trooper figure, this time being the Captain version. It has the same great helmet, but the torso and leg print are way better than the normal version. I love the blue color designating this figure as a captain, along with the unique brown markings on the legs. Like the previous figure, it stands out among most other plain Stormtrooper figures. Starting out the top 5, we have another Rebel with the POW minifigure. This minifigure's goofiness is what puts him so high up on the list, as he includes an alternate facial expression of a large mouth agape, screaming as he battles the Empire. His outfit is well designed, including lots of little details, and he also has a little backpack which adds more weight and detail to the figure. I also like the little hat he wears, and is pretty unique and not seen in other sets. Just a very goofy and silly figure design overall. Next up is the most recent Rogue One figure, being Saw Gerrera. Appearing as an anniversary figure in 2024, he is a very highly detailed version. He has wires and belts printed everywhere on his armor, and I love how they include a separate piece for the breastplate to show how it comes out more. They also include his prosthetic leg as a print, along with a unique thin cape. His head and hair look pretty close to Saw in the movies, and all features of this anniversary figure combine well to create an incredibly detailed and appealing minifigure to have in the collection. I just wish his coloring was a bit more accurate to what we see. I promise this is the last Shore Trooper figure on the list. The Shore Trooper Squad Leader minifigure starts out the top 3, being the best out of the 3 Shore Trooper minifigs. I like how both the arms are blue and the torso is printed well. The addition of a black camo makes this figure stand out among the other 2, and again, the LEGO Shore Trooper helmet design is just immaculate. This is definitely one of the top Imperial minifigures of all time. Just missing out on the first spot is Andor's comedic droid sidekick, K2SO. Most of this figure is just a regular battle droid parts recolored in black, but man, that torso and head mold is just crazy good. It looks exactly like the security droid, capturing the bulky look of the torso along with the skeleton-shaped head and the white pupiled eyes. I especially love the Imperial logo printed on the shoulder of this figure. K2SO is such a funny character in the movies, and I'm glad LEGO came up with a great design when it came to making him in LEGO form. And at the number 1 spot, we may have a surprise entry for many, Moroff. This Wookiee-like alien member of Saw Gerrera's crew is the best Rogue One Lego minifigure ever made. He has great leg printing, illustrating his fur along with satchels and storage. He also has a very large brick-built backpack which stores his machine gun for when he has to fight. But the best part of this figure is the molded sandwich piece for his head. It is very unique, including printing showing the straps and chest plate of the brick-built backpack attached to him, along with the face mask and eyes. Lego went all out designing this one-off character that only appears in a few scenes, and it turned out to be the best Rogue One minifigure they have made so far. The wave of Rogue One Lego sets gave us many great and detailed figures, allowing us to build the fun and unique cast of the movie. I hope we get to see more Rogue One sets in the future with updated designs for some of these figures, especially for the 10-year anniversary coming up soon. What is your favorite Rogue One minifigure? Let me know in the comments down below, and make sure to like, subscribe, and share with others. See you in the next video. Bye!